students, hope you're having a joyful learning. We'll continue our study with Classic Science Fiber to Fabric chapter. We'll be studying about cotton, the most common fiber which is used on a large scale or for many things. We use this fiber or fabric, that is cotton. If you've seen cotton, when you look at it, how does it look? It is white, it is soft, it is fluffy. Yes? When you look at it, you see all these characters. Where do you find this? How does it grow? It grows inside the round seed bearing structure called as cotton ball. The cotton ball, inside the cotton ball, there will be a seed, and this fiber will be surrounded to that seed. So, where does it grow? It grows well in usually summer season when the temperature is a bit higher because it does not require much of rainfall, and it grows well in black soil or alluvial soil. This is found mainly in Gujarat, Maharashtra, or even Punjab and Haryana. So these are major cotton producing states. Also, we have it in Karnataka as well. Like the southern part of the India grows well cotton. Cotton grows well in these states, that is southern states of India. Now let us see the journey of it from becoming the fiber to fabric. If you look at the picture here, you can see this structure. It's green in color. What I was telling you, cotton ball. It will be usually like this. Now it is still not yet mature. It takes around 2 months or more, 2.5 months in order to mature. Mature is nothing but it will grow to its maximum level. So when it matures, the green part changes into this brown thing. After that it changes to brown thing, it exposes that fiber outside. You can see this, it's come out completely. When it comes out like this, all the moisture will be evaporated due to the air as well as sun. It gets exposed to the sun. So after it gets exposed, the whole field looks like a land covered with snow because of its white nature, right? What happens after this? After this stage is complete, that is the balls mature and you can see the fiber outside, you have to harvest it. What is the meaning of harvesting? It is the extraction of this cotton from that plant. It can be done in two ways. Either by plucking directly like this, only the fiber, or with this machines wherein the complete plant is extracted from the field. So this harvesting is removing it out of the field. Now you got this. What happens is first it grows over here, exposes, gets dried, and then you harvest it. See why it doesn't require much rainfall is if it rains, what will happen to this? What is exposed? It will get wet and it will get soggy. Then you can't harvest it in the same way. Okay, this is the second step. Next, now as I told you, the cotton fiber grows on the seed. We do not need the seed, we just need the fiber. So in order to remove that, earlier it was done manually, the seed was separated and you could get the fiber. But on a large scale, it is done in these machines, that is gins. And the process of removing the cotton seed and or separation of cotton seed from the fiber is called as ginning. So here what happens is, from this it is taken to these machines and there the seed and the fiber are separated. Now you have got the fiber in hand. What you will do after getting the fiber in hand? You will spin it or spin it. Why do you spin it? In order to obtain the thread or yarn. Why you need the thread or yarn? From that you will make different kinds of fabric. Now here cotton is very commonly found, and it's also called as breathable fabric because it has pores and it's very good for the skin. It doesn't cause any rashes or anything. So cotton cloth or cotton things are widely used because of its good qualities. So this was about cotton. Next fiber, that is jute. If you see the plants alongside, you can see them how long and tall they grow. They grow tall to around, when they grow around to the height of around 3 meters, what they do is they cut them. First, let us see what is about this jute. Jute is long, it is also soft and shiny fabric. It is obtained from this jute plant. Okay, it requires plenty of water, therefore it is grown in rainy season. Unlike the cotton does not require much water, whereas jute requires lot of water. It is also called as the golden fiber. If you've seen this jute products, they are almost like golden color. That's why it's called as the golden fiber. Let us study how this is converted into fabric. Here, see here, the jute plants, when they grow around to a height of around 3 meters, it is cut off from the close to the ground at this level. It is cut off from there. After cutting, different bundles are made and tied together and kept in water. Why they are kept in water? So that it rots, it gets spoiled, and during that process, the fiber separates from that stem, and that process is called as retting. The process of soaking this jute fibers into water so that the fiber gets separated, that process is called as retting. After retting, you can extract the fiber from the stems. After extracting, you have to dry them because they'll be completely wet, and they soak it around for around 20 days into this water. So in order to dry them, we have to keep them in sun so that they get completely dried. Then what you can do, send it to the factories where they are combed and they are spun into yarns. After they are spun into yarns, various products are made. What all are made? Sacks, bags, carpets. Yes, see, these are all the jute products. Jute is, very what you see nowadays widely used in form of decoration, or various products are made, not just gunny bags. Earlier it was mainly for tying these things, but nowadays jute rope is used for making varied things, and also as a craft item. You can make jewelry with it, you can make bags with it, you can make pot holders with it. There are many products which you can make with jute, and these two fibers are also eco-friendly. What is the meaning of eco-friendly? It doesn't harm the environment. You cultivate the plant, and then you grow these plants, and then you obtain these products. These products are biodegradable also. They get mixed with the soil. It's preferred that you use cotton bags or jute bags when you're going out for purchase them. They look stylish also, better than your plastic bags, right? This was about cotton and jute. Thank you. We'll see you soon.